Okay, Liv, here we're at the 780 Thornberry. So this is a little bit in the country. This is actually right at the edge of the city limits. In fact, over there is city, over here is county. City, county. So one advantage you have of living in the county is you don't have city sewer and water, which is about $130 a month in expense. Instead, you have community water, which is about $40 a month in expense, and a septic system that you have to, do a little bit of maintenance on, but certainly does not add up to, $1,000 a year. So, but understand the well water is not going to be quite as good as city water. Although this is a good water system, just understand city water comes from a river. Well water comes from a well. So you'll have hard water typically in a community like this where the city water is not hard water. But this is a great little lot. Again, this is the busy road I was telling you about, but you'll see the trade-off is the view overlooking the road. So kind of give you an idea of the front of the house, the front yard. Landscaping's pretty cool. I haven't been in this house, like I said, for probably 10 to 15 years. It was Master Chief Shoebaga, Shuey, his house, and we had lots of keggers here back in the day. So anyhow, cool landscaping, cool look overall. I'll walk out in the yard too when we come out, but we'll take you into the house here. So coming in the front door, got this brick going on here. Looks like everything's been fairly freshly painted in here. So now we have a choice of going left to the bedrooms or right to the cool stuff. We'll go to the right here. So here's the fireplace. They've got a propane insert. I know you're not thrilled about propane, but understand everything outside the city limits where this is what we're going to be running with. Propane's not that big of a deal, and I guess I should look, but I'm 95% sure. Well, no, I take that back. We're right at the edge. We're natural gas. I take that back. Natural gas ends just right by the golf course over here. So we're going to be natural gas. So take all that back. Your natural gas fireplace right there. This is a pretty cool looking laminate floor. It's got some texture to it. We do have a little bit of a popcorn ceiling here, although it's not the real predominant style. And huge windows. These are older style windows, but they are dual pane. So that's good. Big picture windows. And of course, kind of a view out over the golf course. And you're actually going to have a view of the water here you're going to see in a second. So this deck, again, we had many parties on. It's a huge deck. And you can see right off actually the water. Okay. So let me get you here. Huge deck, huge yard. Yard goes all the way over to there where you can see where it's mowed. Back over here, there's your septic lids there. But this deck, as you can see, just keeps going on and on. Roof looks in decent shape, 30-year comp roof. This is standard T111 wood siding. And again, more out there. That's Smith Island, Coast Guard station that you can see there. On road. So this is a busier road. It's not just a street. And it's the Golf and Country Club right down below this housing development here. So I do like this this house, just mainly because you do get the view there, and the country club drawback obviously is the traffic, right? So back inside, dining room, living room, and then into the kitchen. It's a huge kitchen. They've done tile countertops, appliances could use some help. You got a beige refrigerator there and a black wall oven, although the black wall oven's fairly new. This thing, I can remember this is actually it's got a little age to it, but it's a Gen Air, so it's a downdraft, so you can grill on it and etc. It's, as you can see, a 6-burner setup. Countertops are a little bit funky. This is granite. This is tile. See, one of my guys have been out here showing the house. Okay, and then little pantry over here. Pretty deep. And the sliding glass door takes you out to this covered porch that you could see from the deck when I was out there. And there's a fire pit out in the yard there in the back corner too. Okay, and then before we go downstairs, we'll focus on upstairs here. Here's one of the bedrooms. Laminate again. This is about a 10 by 10 bedroom. This is going to have a baseboard heat in here, which is less efficient by far than forced air natural gas that was in the other house, but this is going to be something fairly common you're going to find in this vintage of home. Here is the bath. Looks like they've painted cabinets. Got tile floor, white tile. This looks like this has been updated. In fact, yeah, there's a sticker still on it. This is fairly new, this whole shower thing. And it's white. Toilet looks fairly new. Again, these look like the painted original cabinets and older sink with the Moen faucet there. So, you know, this house feels more loved than the last one. So I'm not pointing out a lot of stuff because looks like they kind of took care of it. Certainly you've got things with age, you know, like paint on the side of this thermostat. But I'm not feeling like it's, you know, been kind of tore up a little bit like the other one. So here's the view out in the front yard. So here's an example. These are aluminum windows. So these are older windows. These are aluminum framed. Vinyl framing is the preferred. That's what they do nowadays because these sweat. And they conduct heat. You know, heat comes through the aluminum. The other thing is, windows get older. This is what happens. This is a blown seal. So you've got two panes of glass, and between these two panes of glass, you would normally have an inert gas that helps create the insulation. The seal has blown. That inert gas has been allowed to escape, and air has come into this, and it's got moisture in there. So this is something that we would look at every window during an inspection, and you know, possibly call these out as an item that needs to be taken care of. Because it's cosmetic, but let's face it, it's kind of ugly, and it does affect the R value just barely slightly. So this is the master. It's a pretty decent sized room. I'm going to say 12 by 14. One closet, older doors, you know, everything's painted here. This is an older house, so you can tell there's a few more layers of paint on some of this trim and stuff. Again, baseboard heat. And then this is your master bath, which is a 3/4 bath. Older original vanity, looks like a newer toilet, and then the old original 36-inch or 48-inch shower. And again, aluminum framed windows. So the trade-off here is older house, larger lot, edge of town, big deck, view of the water, versus the in-town home. Good neighborhood also, much newer home, needs a little TLC, and obviously none of the view things. So this here, anytime you have an older home, of course you're going to have older stuff. You're going to have probably more issues to deal with, you know. But this place has certainly been loved. It's a higher end home, and of course the windows looking out over everything is pretty damn cool, right? So I'll get this one off to you with the others. And downstairs. Oh, I'm sorry, I almost forgot. Downstairs. Let's do downstairs. There's more. Wait, there's more. There's a whole other room down here. So downstairs we go. We have laundry, utility, water heater back in here. And then this garage has been converted into this space. So again, there was a few keggers held back in here. And then kind of this, let's see if I can find the light switch, this workshop-y stuff built in underneath the home. So this is kind of like a storage room. And then this takes you into the actual crawl space, which somebody has done a heck of a job cleaning up. So they must have had a company called Clean Crawls in here, because You can see they've sealed up all of this insulation, and all of this is sealed up nicely. But this is the crawl space. This is the funky storage room. This is one garage bay converted into a room. And this is the back of the second garage bay. This is where Shuey had like his weights or something, if I remember right. He's got a little heater in here. And then this is the other garage bay. So no garages to park cars in, but lots of garages to do stuff in. All right. Okay, so that is the end of the tour, and I'll get this one off to you with the others. Talk to you soon.